Looking at the serves of Byzantine War now, this could be interesting. Don't see much of this very often at all. So anyway, in we go to the game. To the left hand side of the map we have once again SOBIGDIAO playing in the red as the Byzantines, and to the right, so the middle right of the map, we have Yinghua playing as well in the Byzantines, a Byzantines mirror in the blue. And yeah, so let's get straight into this game. Both 2K rated players as well, so both very capable players, and SOBIGDIAO showing that he is a very strong player, and in fact beating Yinghua, a well-known pro player in the Chinese community here. He easily, he almost annihilated him there in that game, destroyed him, and that will be coming up on my YouTube channel. Definitely check it out. L0223, same as my Twitch account name. So definitely go and have a look at that. I will be trying to post some more videos on it in the near future, including hopefully these ones. So let's have a quick look at these guys' maps. So gold on the front, stone, extra stone towards the side, but gold on the front, not going to be nice at all. Very open as well, which is horrible. But other than that, so look at this stone here as well. Very open, very forward. He has a terrible map, Yinghua does. It's not very nice, and as one of the spectators in the game very much pointed out here, it looks like Yinghua might even be looking for a bit of the boar steel here, which could be quite nice. Although I don't know, he will not get that boar, not that last boar. But anyway, so not looking like a very nice map. All three golds on the front, and his extra stone on the his stone on the front as well, and his deer towards the side, but to the front, and his berries in a good position though, which is always nice to have. And looking now at SOBIGDIAO. Looking at SOBIGDIAO now. So gold towards the back of his base, but it's on a hill, so that's not always nice to have. At least it's towards the back. And same with his stone on the back as well, but at the top of the hill, which is a lot nicer. Does have a back wood, as well as that sort of a side berries, so that's nice to have always. Extra gold on the front, another extra gold. Again, he's got another extra gold glitched, which is just horrible. It's just not nice. But otherwise, not looking like a terrible map once again for SOBIGDIAO. Not that wallable though, so could get a quick wall here, wall. It's very difficult to completely wall this. A lot of like little walls, which are okay I guess, but they're quite far out from his base as well, so I don't think we'll be seeing any walling here in this game. At least not in the near future. Especially not with Yinghua. I'm expecting Yinghua to go quite aggressive here with his terrible map here. It's just not fair for him. Got really unlucky with that map generation, but yeah. So let's just see what happens here. So SOBIGDIAO, as expected, not going for the drush. Looking at Yinghua though, it looks like he may push to go for the drush almost here. I'm not completely sure. Just depends. Looks like he's going more to wood, so not really looking like he's going for anything special though. Almost looking like he's going for a bit of a fast castle here. Quite behind on that food at the moment. A couple of 100 off that 500 mark, and SOBIGDIAO about to click up as well. So just getting that last fill out, and he will click up on 9 minutes here. And looking at Yinghua just clicked up as well, so he's just behind I'm not sure. It doesn't really look like a fast castle to me, but it definitely could be. 24 vills isn't too bad for the fast castle. Lumberjacks as well, walking very far. I don't know where. Are they going to this? Oh, they're going right down to this far lumber camp in a horrible position. Yeah, going to wall with barracks and a house expected there. It's a terrible location for a wood line. But otherwise, just getting the feudal age upgrade, getting those vills out on the berries, and houses walling a bit here from SOBIGDIAO. He's actually walling quite heavily here, which is a bit dumb to see, but you know, it's how he plays, how he likes to play. So of course I'm going to be happy to watch this anyway. So looking at his resources, I'm not absolutely sure what he's going for. So stable. Is he going for scouts here? I'm not absolutely sure. Maybe he's going for some scouts and then clicking up here, going just a bit later. Yinghua going for that double archery range actually, so looking to go a bit more aggressive. More archers from Franks. Where does this come from? Why are they going double archers as Franks? Like what? Surely, like, they know they're going to go knights, so why would they go archers in this situation? It's a bit... it's just, to be honest, it's a bit funny, but a bit weird as well. Don't know why everyone's so just so consistent to go insistent to go archers here as the Byzantines. Sorry, yeah, of course. Why was I thinking the Franks? I saw these. Yeah, so Byzantines with their archers, a lot more expected, to be honest, than the Franks with their archers. Although I probably personally would still go scouts here. I'm not sure, just maybe because I like the micro scouts a bit more. Looks like a little pause though for Yinghua at the moment, and I'll just reset this very quickly. Not really connecting to the chat here. Can't see what anyone's saying, so just waiting for this pause from them. So let's just see what happens. So yeah, basically fully walled actually. SOBIGDIAO is already, so it's not the nicest thing, but oh yeah, here we go. Seeming to enjoy walling here is SOBIGDIAO quite nicely here, and I think, yeah, looks like, I don't know if Yinghua sees these walls. Yeah, so he sees these walls, he knows what's happening. I'm guessing archers is probably his own move to try and get through and make some damage. But SOBIGDIAO is definitely not on the way to Castle Age at all. He is going scouts. He will have to delete that wall though, which will be a bit annoying. But going for those scouts now, as is sort of expected for him. And yes, actually perfect, almost counter here to exactly what Yinghua is doing. And actually another pause. So yep, so there we go again. Just give me one sec. There we go. Okay, let's get right back into this. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Yinghua drop a... So there we go, starting to wall a bit, and expecting those scouts, I'm guessing. He will go for a quick wall off, I'm guessing, on that gold when he can. But actually straight away just losing that scout, that's really quite sloppy from SOBIGDIAO. Yeah, not always the nicest thing losing those scouts, so... otherwise, it does look like he's going for a bit more scouts than sort of usual. Blacksmith now coming up for Yinghua, and probably, yeah, so starting to wall up as well himself. Long, annoying, horrible wall there for him, but he will get that completely walled up, luckily enough. Or, well, mostly, if he can get that. Oh yeah, he has completely walled that map. So that's nice for him, and he will be hopefully on up to the feudal age pretty soon, although he will actually be behind Big Diao here by not, I don't think by too big a margin, but earlier wheelbarrow and more and more resources being gathered here for him. No more scouts. I don't know why he consistently puts down this one watchtower as well. It's completely useless to anything he was doing here. But yep, so otherwise looking pretty good for Yinghua at the moment. Still closer though for Big Diao to the castle age. Faster with wheelbarrow and everything. So looking at, there's a couple of archers sitting in there. And actually going for archers down here as well. He's got some archers raiding just on this wall, not really doing anything. And looking actually like he wants to opt for some stone walls as well, which that's a bit dumb really to see. But you know, he has to do what he has to do to win, definitely. So just getting up those archers and trying to take down this house, but unfortunately to no avail here, as he will not be able to get in. Stone walls coming up behind, 2,100 HP. It would take years to get that, for that army to get through there. And on the way to Castle Age for Big Diao, and dropping down a couple of archery ranges. So yeah, looking to go for the archers, and looking at Yinghua's economy and the food and gold he has at the moment, he will not be too far behind, maybe a couple of minutes or so, which is really a good good amount behind, but not horribly, considering he has a lot more military on the map. He has a ton more military presence. In fact, looking at about 13 villages extra here, which is 13 military extra here, sorry, which is looking very good for him. Sorry, my voice is going a bit croaky here at the moment. But yeah, looking very good for him indeed. And Yinghua just going up to the castle age now. So archers now starting to come out as well for Big Diao. Looking to most likely get a bit aggressive, but he just doesn't have the stone now, so he is starting to gather some here. We'll be looking to get up those TCs soon, but by the looks of things, Yinghua will be able to drop them basically as soon as he gets up to the next stage here, which will be very nice for him. But yeah, so just waiting for some more military, some more army to start attacking. A ton of military out for Yinghua though, so that's going to be very nice when he gets up to Castle Age. Get that crossbowman upgrade, and he will have a massive advantage with his military count against SOBIGDIAO's. Yeah, crossbow already out though for Big Diao. Handcart, bowsaw, bodkinero as well for him. And looking at both double archery range, of course, more and more farms coming down as well for Yinghua. So definitely looking for a fast imp actually. He's not too far away, in fact, and I don't know if he'll go for that next couple of TCs. But, oh, okay, in fact, going for bodkinero, crossbowman, pikeman. So, I'm surprised he's going for pikeman, really, when he hasn't seen anything in the form of knights for him. But actually going to lose probably a couple of vills here on that wood line. Luckily, pretty fast with getting them out of there, so only losing 2. Bowsaw now just coming in as well, and archers on their way down. The skirmishers and stuff there defending as well. So town centre, 2 town centres sort of expected coming down for Yinghua, and I'm surprised he didn't just decide to stuff it and go straight up to Imperial with the Byzantines very cheap Imperial times. So that would have been really good for him, but Of course, the thing that he's doing here, looking to get that more economy out here, always nice as well. So yeah, so looking quite good for him, especially being a couple of vills behind at the moment. He will definitely start to push ahead, although only 2 TCs yet up for him as of yet, but a third town centre in a bit of an awkward location here. I don't know why he's putting it down just here, but yeah, so heavy plow just coming in for Diao, University coming in for Yinghua as well, and just looking to get those TCs up running. Just 1 idle, 2 idols for Sobig, not looking too bad. And looking at the vill count, 1 or 2 vills behind for Yinghua, but otherwise very close at the moment, which is very nice for both of them. A very even game at the moment with their pop, although a lot more military still out for Yinghua here, really. Realistically, looking at a bit of an advantage for Blue, but nothing massive, and so Diao won't be too worried about that slight advantage that Yinghua has at the moment, especially with a couple of mangonels out. He will definitely be looking to take more map control and actually trying to take off this very this very greedy wall, in fact. Really far forward, and that's going to be risky and quite a bad risk in the end, considering those archers just spotted out and take that villager straight down. So looking like he wanted to get that TC or something up there, but opting not to do it, which is a very fair choice considering he is up against mangonels, which will be very annoying to try and defend against. But otherwise, looking here, another siege workshop now. So it looked like he was going to go for a 4th TC there, but instead opting for that siege workshop, most likely seeing the mangonels of Big Diao there. Looking at their resources, so actually here, Big Diao is about to click up, which is going to be very nice for him when he does that. He can click up right now if he wants to. Does he have the buildings though? Yes, so just getting the university up, already has the siege workshop, and he will be on his way up to the Imperial Age. Very fast as well, which is very nice for him indeed. But otherwise, I mean, Yinghua is not that far behind either, so I wouldn't be too worried if I were him, just being slightly slower. Actually, missed the micro here, losing both Polluxings, or maybe a 1-for-1 trade here, for the, yeah, so 2-for-1 actually trade here for the mangonels. I'm sad I missed that. That was probably the most exciting part of the game just yet. But yeah, so yeah, so on the way to Imperial Age, Big Diao is on the way, and most likely gonna see Arbalest, maybe Rams, and yeah, so more, actually hand cannon might be an option as well. So maybe going for some gunpowder here is definitely an option for this game, for the Civ. Very good with that as well, and some archers coming in. Bit of a bad place to try and take down with the houses there, but you know, if you want. Those archers just sort of hanging around at the front of his base. Quite a high up wall, which is very nice actually for him. Going to be able to secure this whole left-hand sort of side of this base and of his base, and really gaining a bit of a villager lead. I was going to say he was gaining a big one, but he definitely isn't, considering he is only about 4 villages ahead at this stage, and 84 compared to 89 villages isn't really that big a difference at this stage in the game. But otherwise losing that mangonel, and Yeah, so Big Diao up to the Imperial Age now, and Yinghua is quite far behind as well. So Arbalest Thumbring, I'm sort of expecting, so Yinghua just clicked up now, so most likely sold a bit of gold, and I'm sort of expecting chemistry here, and might take into a bit of a gunpowder push here. Another Siege Workshop coming out. I will also almost indefinitely be expecting the Captor-Ram upgrade. Him to start going for those Captor-Rams, as they are very effective at destroying those. They are very effective at destroying walls and tanking up that all-important fire of these Arbalests, especially in an Arbalest wall. That's very nice. But want to be careful that those mangonels don't start killing off the archers here, as getting some splash damage on them, really. And yep, as I expected, Captor-Ram coming in now for Big Diao, and Ring Archer Armor, 2-man Saw, Thumb Ring for Yinghua, and Imperial Age looking pretty close as well. So he is 75% to Imperial, so he will be able to defend for that little bit of time by the looks of things. Not too far off, which is nice, but he will be able to break in with those archers. And I won't be surprised as well if we start to see some skirmishes coming in here for Yinghua, as well as a lot of Arbalest on the way, but also a lot of Rams and Mangonels, so not always the best. But looking straight into Arbalest, Bracer, will not be surprised once again if we see some gunpowder, although against Arbalest not that good. So I might be tempted to make a couple of cataphracts as well, or yeah, so battering rams there to hopefully probably deal with those Captor-Rams. But yeah, so chemistry coming in now for Yinghua. Maybe most likely though for the little bit of extra attack on those archers though. Might get a good shot actually. Oh, a very nice, quite a nice shot there. A lot of archers now on low HP there for him, and really looking quite nice for both sides really. Yinghua with definitely the villager advantage, 10 villagers now, and looking at the KD as well, looking quite similar, although sort of just under 20 army different, but already siege ram for Diao, and that's going to be a major advantage here in this fight. Looking at 270 compared to 200 attack there for both those. That is a very nice upgrade to have, and that will tank up a ton of fire from those units, although I'm surprised they're losing that heavily to those Captor-Rams, although I'd say it's because of the more archers and more skirmishes there from Yinghua, and both constantly trying to produce more Arbalest, more skirmishes coming out for both sides. Actually winning that fight there with the Captor-Ram on 2 health right now, and that's a bit unfortunate, but going to kill that off pretty easily in the end. Although a lot of army for Yinghua, quite close still though, so looking pretty good, like a pretty good fight coming in here. These more rams going into the left side now, so I'm guessing they're looking at starting to push. He's starting to push a bit here. He has the superior, although Yinghua has the superior amount of army, only by a little bit. Actually now, no, he has gone above in the military count, which is really nice, and a large majority of them are skirmishers as well, so always nice to have the extra counter unit in there, even if they aren't as strong against those initial units. So getting that castle up, nice forward position, a lot of rams being pulled into this fight as well, very nice for him. and most likely looking to kill that Treb. Yep, so one of those rams going in on the Treb will kill that Treb pretty easily, in fact. Most likely at least, and he actually doesn't end up killing that Treb, which is pretty unlucky, but I guess it can't be helped too much. A lot of rams out now for Yinghua as well, and castles and all that good stuff coming out for him, looking very nice for Yinghua right now, losing a lot of army as well, Big Diao, and starting to pull a bit of a military advantage. KD definitely in the favor of Yinghua right now with those favorable engagements, a lot of rams as well for him, which is always very nice to have in these arbalist archer wars. And so, yep, so some still has some of that, and won't be surprised to see some Trebs coming out, although he has no gold, which is a big issue right now. He needs that gold to continue the production. But looking at this, yep, so some more skirmishes coming out, siege rams, couple coming out, and looking to go for another stable by looks things as well. So pushing forward with a stable, most likely, I'm guessing, looking to go for some a more cavalry orientated option here, and same with Yinghua, looking at sort of a similar option as well, getting scale barding armor. I don't know if he has any, if he actually is making any stables or anything. It doesn't look like he is, but maybe he's deciding to tech into those all-important cataphracts that he has to... Yes, elite cataphract coming in. This is going to be great. And a really good option now for those cataphracts if he can get out enough. Although those large amounts of archers, when their gold is starting to get a bit low for their opposition, it's going to be a really nice little addition to his army, just to bulk up that army, and almost act as its own siege ram that can attack those units. Will be very nice to have, especially when mass skirmishes here from SOBIGDIAO. Definitely a very good thing to make indeed. So looking at some elite cataphracts, quite a lot of them coming out, which is really nice to have. This is going to be an awesome little fight here by looks things, and these Onagers getting some good sort of hits on the rams. Ram's going to get in though on him and kill that Onager pretty quickly, but a lot of elite cataphracts coming out, and I'm really excited to see this. You do not see those cataphracts coming out very often at all, and this is going to be very nice for Yinghua, especially if he can make this work, surprise his opponent, and just come in, kill all those skirmishes, kill all those siege rams as well, just getting plate barding armor as well as that, and yeah. So looking like SOBIGDIAO wants to tech into some sort of, so light cavalry for him, not the elite cataphract. By the looks of things, nope, just one castle, and so teching almost fully into hussars here. I honestly think that choice of the elite cataphract is very nice though. They will do a good amount of damage against these rams. They will destroy the rams, sorry, and especially pulling away most of those archers to come down and defend this, I believe. Actually, no, pushing forward now. Trying to push forward at a different angle, which is always a good idea, but leaving those trebs really open, which is a bit poor and a bit sloppy of him, but yeah. So looking more and more cataphracts starting to come out here, which that could be massive when he gets that critical mass of them. It could make it a very good fight, especially if Red does not see this one coming. Could put him in a very good position, trying to get that castle up as quickly as possible. All of these villagers being tasked to it, and actually trying to walk them away now. He needs to get them all in, or he needs to send them all away here. A lot of rams, and here come the cataphracts. The mass cataphracts coming in now, and these guys are going to annihilate these Rams, and they're going to do pretty well as well against these skirmishers. So looking in an awesome position for Yinghu at the moment, starting to put a bit of a lead here, and these archers and stuff doing huge amounts of damage, killing a ton of villagers, killing a lot of army for Big Diao as well. So getting that castle up, and those cataphracts really dominating this fight, and I wouldn't even be surprised if we just saw a GG, because of this massive advantage here with the army composition here. He's destroying his army and really left with quite little amounts of military, although looking similar, but most of it is weaker units, arbalist and some skirmishers. Although the right move here from Diao, starting to get out some of those archers, which are pretty good against the cataphracts, although the cataphracts are very difficult to counter right now. Some mass hand cannon would be very nice to see right now. Very good against them. The monk's okay as well, but probably going to lose that monk. Just converting one there. Not too bad for him, but getting those cataphracts in there as well, which is unfortunate, and he is going to most likely lose a good amount of those villages there. And yep, so still more and more cataphracts being pumped at the moment. And yep, so really, if he can't do that much in this situation here, it's not going to be a very good position for him. The raiding, heavily raiding with these cataphracts, which is really nice. A lot of idle time coming in now, looking at 30 idols for Big Diao, and basically that's 30 villagers dead right now, and that castle's still not going up. A ton of villagers being killed around it, and yep, these cataphracts just doing major damage right now. Very nice for him at the moment, and so starting to build up a bit of a base on this right hand side though is our friend Big Diao, and he has got into the base of Yinghua and is starting to try and raid this right hand side, but that's not going to do a horrible amount. And a lot of rams are also being queued up for Yinghua, so light cavalry as well coming in for him, realizing that he knows he needs to switch into something less gold intensive if he wants to continue this game at the rate he is, which in fact he is doing very well for the army he has. Just these small amounts of cataphracts and stuff, he is doing a very good job at defending good 30-35 villages behind at this point, so that's a bit of a disadvantage, but he can definitely live with it, as he is still doing okay on the population part, although about 20 population behind. He does have more military. Oh, he actually has less, sorry. But other than that, Vil's back up to 100, and compared to the 125 of Diao. And cataphracts here, just a couple of unupgraded ones for Diao as well. Looking quite close though. Defending that side though, and definitely Yinghua is starting to gain a bit of an advantage here with his army. Definitely looking at quite a good army composition of the Hussar and the skirmishers, but here comes the big moment where the halberdiers start coming in from Diao, and that could be a big problem for Yinghua to try and deal with, considering the amount of Hussar he's been creating, and a lot of Hussar coming into the back here to raid as well, which is always a big irritation at this point in the game. But the villager count actually really dropping back now. Very close once again for both of them. Actually dropping now back to similar, exactly the same villager count here for both. And although he has definitely won that fight, and he is killing a good amount of villagers here, which is always good. Slowly making a push, but game drawing out a bit, becoming a bit stalematey right now, and it's become quite messy as well, so just looking to see what will happen. So squires and pikemen as well for Yinghua has realized that he needs to get some of those guys out, otherwise he is not going to be able to survive. But otherwise here, looking more barracks coming out, a lot of pikemen, skirmishers, some of them, and no rams of any sort. And looking at Diao, nothing except Hussar coming out for him really at the moment. And good fight here as well for SOBIGDIAO. Looking quite even though for him, which is nice. And yeah, so Diao starting to push on this left hand side of it as well. A lot of raiding coming in from these Hussar, which is always nice, but a lot of Hussar as well there for Big Diao to try and defend as well as he can. By the way, welcome to all the viewers who are watching. Really appreciate you coming. Yeah, hopefully you like my stuff, and definitely check out my YouTube channel. Just the same name as my Twitch account, L0223. So definitely check that out if you like my stuff. But anyway, getting back into the game. Looking at the military count, it's looking better for Diao, and a good amount of halberdiers starting to come in. Skirmishers, some arbalists, very well-rounded military composition here from Big Diao. Better in my opinion than Yinghua's, and that could be quite a big advantage. But a lot of Hussar now as well starting to drop into the base of Diao, and yeah, definitely looking to get some good raiding in right now. Also, does anyone here know who Diao is? I don't know if he's a more well-known player, like maybe he's someone like Mr. Yo, or I don't think he is, or maybe he's just known as Big Diao. But if anyone does know, please tell me. Not too good with the names of the Chinese players, to be honest, so yeah. But I do know Yinghua, and he is very even to him, so he's definitely a very good player. Getting a lot of raiding in himself, although being raided quite heavily here. Looking at the villages, a lot more suddenly from Diao as well. Looking at a good 20 villages more, as well as the military being slightly more for Diao. Sort of fluctuating similarly to each other, although I think he's about to lose a lot. Yinghua does, as he's taking quite a bad fight here. A lot of skirmishes, some pikemen for him, but I mean, these hussar and skirmishers are going to completely clean up that army there. But a lot of raiding coming in, although not doing a horrible amount, since Diao is still creating some villages, so he's keeping that villager, the amount of villagers he has to sort of an equal amount. Although Diao starting to push a bit more right now, and looking in quite a good position for him as well. A very back and forth game at the moment. Looking very close between the two after all this time, although it says Yinghua is miles ahead. By the looks of the score here, he definitely isn't miles ahead, as he is behind on villages and still very close on military. So yeah, a lot of hussar though for Yinghua, and looking to get even more raiding out from this. Huge raiding potential from these hussar, as they are so fast and have pretty good stats and will be able to kill off those villagers very efficiently in most cases. But yeah, these players having to push out quite far for this wood, and really becoming quite hard to defend, and increasingly hard. A lot of skirmishers here going to come in, going to kill quite a lot of villagers on that wood line, and it's not going to be nice for him. But a big push as well coming in from Yinghua on this right hand side base, which has been bugging him for a long time. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, so a big push coming in from Yinghua. But also taking advantage of these skirmishes up on that right hand side. So that killing off that sort of army there. And still though, a good amount of halberdier coming in. Sorry, a good amount of hussar coming into his base, but not doing too bad there. Those hussar being killed off completely by the halberdier. Yep, so yeah, this massive push coming in. Really done a lot of damage really here. Although the villagers are still massively advantage for him. Looking in a bit more of a good position here for Yinghua, as that castle most likely to go down, although that siege ram will die. A couple more coming in, and a lot of raiding coming in for Yinghua as well. Although it's not doing too much, it is really putting Byzantine off a bit by looks things here. Military starting to lose out in his military count here. A lot of skirmishes, a lot of hussar out here for Yinghua right now, and starting to take advantage of that and push in a bit more here. Gaining a bit of an advantage in the military, although a lot of villages down, and really both of well, actually, in fact, Byzantine is really running on the last legs of his economy, as even though most of them are working, he is pop capped as well, but he is constantly running out of resources. So I guess that's a good thing, keeping his economy low. But I mean, it's always good in this late stage of the game, especially like Yinghua, to have just a bit of a resource count to sort of fall back on if you lose a large amount of economy, so you can rebuild it quite easily. But unfortunately, Byzantine not having that, and a large amount of military though for him on this right hand side, although still actually ending up now more than Yinghua, which is very nice for him, and really now starting to push back. Suddenly a bit of a surge in military here, and pushing in on this right hand side very hard, and a lot of halberdier, a lot of skirmishes, and some hussar coming in as well. Very trash war suddenly now as well, which is annoying to say the least, for them, especially being completely fair fights, and it's going to mean it's going to basically battle to see who has the better economy and who can keep their military up right now. And it's really looking better, to be honest, for SOBIGDIAO actually at the moment. Those rams coming in, going to try and take down that castle as well. We'll want to get closer though, a bit closer to protect that castle though. And another ram there, another couple of rams coming in, so going to kill off that castle pretty quickly as well, which is always nice to do in this situation. Every castle is important at this stage in the game, and Yinghua yet again losing that castle, losing another castle now. And GG from Yinghua. So SOBIGDIAO really playing very well, so well played from him. And I'm sorry guys, I have to go. This will be my last game, but I hope you all enjoyed. But yeah, so a lot longer game there, 1.5 hour game in fact, and SOBIGDIAO actually really impressing me with his skill there against such a good player like Yinghua. He is a very capable player, and it shows that although he is not well known, he is definitely a very capable player of doing well in this. I would definitely see him becoming a bit more well known in the future, unless he is actually already well known and is a is just someone who's using a different account at the moment. But he did very good. Yep, accidentally clicked on. Just dropping out here. Sorry, this is stupid. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Oh, being very weird lately. We'll just very quickly drop back into this game. It's being stupid and being very weird at the moment. Sorry. So yeah, let's drop into this game and let us have a quick look at the achievements. So here we go. So looking at all this, so score for Yinghua, much better, which is surprising considering he lost. That's mostly because of the KD being a lot better for Yinghua, and largest army slightly better for SOBIGDIAO, and slightly more buildings raised as well. His economy though was a lot better for him. 10,000 more wood, 1,000 more stone, and a good 2,000 or so more gold, and only losing out on the food by about 200 food, so that's not really that much compared to what he was beating him on the other ones. Faster feudal, faster castle, faster imperial, all for SOBIGDIAO, so really doing very well at the moment for him as well. More villages as well, 2 relics as well for him, compared to the 3 though of Yinghua, and 5 castles for DL in the end too. So timeline looking very very close. It just shows how close the whole game was really, and a very good game nonetheless. So let's hop out of this game